to my second vlog post. Oh, Liverpool Lou. Yeah, I'm doing a second one. I can't quite believe it myself, but I am. I've got the camera the right way around this week. What do you think about that? But forgive me if I keep doing this with my eyes. It's because I'm just so narcissistic. I keep looking at my own picture instead of into you, the camera. But I'll do my best, I promise, not to keep doing that. Yeah, so first of all, I just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in and watched my vlog last week. I was really touched, and I know that 66 views is basically 0 on YouTube by YouTube standards these days, but to me, it's a million. It's a billion. It was just amazing. I was so grateful, thank you. I only expected 1, and I thought that would be from my mother, possibly 2. Which would be my husband as well. Maybe 3, which would include my sister. Anywho, 66. It was really quite something. I was really pleased, so thank you. Hopefully this will grow from strength to strength. Yeah, so thanks. Just looking at my notes again. Yeah, I've had a lovely week. On Instagram, a nice thing happened to me. A gorgeous person who I follow called Samantha on, her account is called So by the Seaside, because I think she lives on the Dorset coast. How gorgeous. I love her account, and she makes gorgeous things. She's very glamorous. She looks a little bit like a Marilyn Monroe type with blonde hair. She's gorgeous, and she's very inspiring. Anyway, we ended up exchanging messages on Instagram for some reason. I can't quite remember why, but anyway, she then did a really nice thing and shared me on her stories. She's doing this hashtag called Month of Insta Love, where she shares an account that she thinks is nice every day. And the first one she shared was me, which was really quite touching for me, because like she's got quite a few followers compared to me. And yeah, I was really flattered. So thanks Samantha. It was real nice of you. What else happened? Oh, I set up a sewing group on Facebook for local Abu Dhabi sewists, and I called it Abu Dhabi Sews. Yeah, and we've got 117, 118 members so far in a week, which I'm really pleased with. And there are already people are exchanging ideas on there and giving tips and tricks. Somebody has offered to, this is amazing, to organise a workshop to learn how to draft your own pattern block. I mean, this is like dreams come true to me. I've never found anything like that here in Abu Dhabi. So to have somebody saying, yeah, I'll teach you how to make a block for your own bodice or skirt, and therefore make a dress. I was amazed and thought it was wonderful, and so was everyone else on the group. They wanted to do it, so hopefully that will be happening soon. I was really pleased about that. Haven't been on my little fabric shopping trip with my hashtag Abu Dhabi Sews friendie yet, because I wasn't feeling too good. Wasn't feeling too good when we said we were going to go, but we are still going to do it, and I want to treat it as like a little recce before we go and do a group trip fabric shopping. I want everybody who's in the Abu Dhabi Facebook group to have a chance to go out and meet each other and, you know, have a cup of coffee somewhere, perhaps a cocktail, stroke each other's handmade clothes. I think it'd be lovely, and we could also include a fabric shopping trip on that. So yeah, we're going to treat our little upcoming trip as a recce for that, I think, so that'll be really nice. Yeah, so this post was going to be about hashtag Smiley, that stands for Sewing Makes You Love Yourself, which has been set up by Athena Cacao and 2 other girls on Instagram whose names escape me now, forgive me. But it's on until the end of February. It's on for 2 months, all of January and all of February, and it's about how sewing makes you love yourself. So people are sharing stories of how it has helped with their anxiety, body image, all this kind of thing, which is true of sewing. It definitely does do that, and how it's helped people overcome other difficulties and hard times in their lives. that is definitely the case for me. I'm not actually going to do this post about Smiley. I'm going to do the next one about that because I've got till the end of February, and also I think I need to build myself up to it because it is going to be a bit of a can of worms, that one. I'll be frank with you, straight from the off. In fact, I might not even manage to do a vlog post about it because the reasons why sewing has helped me are actually quite emotional. I've been through a tough couple of years, I'd say, and it's helped me through those. So I might just do an Instagram post about it explaining how it's helped me, to save you having to watch me getting all emotion on the YouTube. So this post isn't about that. This post is about two things. I want to share one make with you, and then I want to talk to you about the hashtag 2018 Make 9 challenge, which I have signed up for on Instagram. First of all, here is my make that I'm going to share, my make. It's not technically a fully a dressmaking project. It's a ready-to-wear t-shirt that I upcycled, I think is probably a better word for it. It says, "Hiya Queen," which is a very, very Scouse phrase. I have hand embroidered in chain stitch onto a COS t-shirt, a t-shirt from COS, which is a shop that I really love. Never been able to afford to buy anything from there apart from t-shirts in the sales. However, it's a gorgeous t-shirt that fitted me perfectly, that I adored, and I got a speck of curry on it once. Pretty much all of my clothes get a speck of curry on them at some point or another, but it's a white t-shirt, so obviously it looked terrible, and I was thinking, I've got to keep it, it's the perfect t-shirt. So I thought, I know, I'll embroider some words onto it, which is something that I do for my tiny weeny titchy business that I have here. I make pennants like this. Oh, how strange when you think your hand's going one way and it's going another. And hold on, I'll show you another one. Here's the one that inspired this t-shirt. Hiya Queen. Yeah, I hand sew these, hand embroider them. Most of the ones that I do are for new babies. I put babies' names on them, or sometimes some couples have their names, which is rather romantic and gorgeous. But I thought, why not try it on a t-shirt? And I did, and I was really pleased with the way it turned out. So I've had it for a while. I think I did it in the summer. But I wanted to be able to share one thing that I had made with you today, so here it is. And Hiya Queen is, I just think it's a lovely phrase, and it takes me back to going to visit my nanny and Grandad Jones when I was little, and particularly dear old Grandad Jones. He would greet us with a massive hug and this, "Hiya Queen!" Oh, and it was the best, and you just get a big hug like that, and it was just the loveliest thing. And Nanny still calls us Queen now, which is lovely. I love it. Yeah, very Scouse phrase for you there. Anyways, that's what I made. So now, moving on to the hashtag 2018 Make 9 challenge. So for those of you who don't know, this is a challenge on Instagram where basically you post 9 patterns that you want to make. Some people do it for knitting as well. Obviously I'm going to do the sewing one, and I chose 9 patterns that I already have because even though I am a beginner and haven't made that many garments, I do have a pretty decent stash of patterns and fabric. Actually, I think that was a psychological thing. I think I built all of that up for this point, for this year, thinking now you've got all the gear to do it, you better get the idea. All the gear and no idea. That was where I was at. Well, I'm still there really. So yeah, I've got a lovely little arsenal of sewing gear now, and I need to just get in there and use it. So I'm going to talk you through the patterns that I have chosen, and also show you the fabrics that I've got in mind for them as well. Okay, so first up is, sorry, it's a piece of paper because I got the PDF download of the Closet Case Patterns Carolyn Pyjamas, which I just think is a gorgeous pattern. If you look online and see some of the photographs of things that people have made with this pattern, it's stunning. You can do piping on the edges. This one's got piping on it. You can do trousers, you can do shorts, you can do short sleeved. It's a really beautiful pattern. I think I might be building up to this. This might be something that I make at the end of the year because it's by no means a simple make. but I want to make this version. I love pyjamas like this. My favourite pyjamas are my Muji pyjamas. I've got 2 pairs and I just adore them. I want to put piping on, I want the pocket, I want the side pockets. I'll probably put the piping on the bottom there as well. And this is the fabric I have chosen. It's banana print. What do you think about that? It's just a perfect sort of quilting weight cotton, I would say. It is cotton. It's quite, what's the word? Not stiff. It's got good structure. It's got structure, which is a very pajama-y thing for me, I think. It's perfect fabric for that. And I was thinking I would put black piping around the collar, and I don't know about the button colour. I was thinking black buttons, but actually that might be too much. I think maybe I'd just do the colour of the background on the fabric. What do you think? Let me know. I've got a lot of this. This is another thing that I tend to do when I buy fabric. I buy loads, like 3 or 4 meters, because I'm terrified of not having enough, or of like making a mistake and needing to cut out more or something like that. So I've got too much of it. So there's a distinct possibility that if the pyjama making does go well, I could end up making something else with leftover fabric from this. Have a little think on that. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Carolyn Pyjamas selection. The next one I've chosen, none of these are new patterns, by the way. Well, not many of them are new. That's another thing. I am so behind the times with the whole new pattern thing. I don't know, I'm just slow. That's all I can say. I'm slow. On that note, it's time for a sip of tea. How's cliche, anyone? Okay, next up is this old classic, Tilly and the Buttons Cocoa. Sorry, our colour printer is slightly running out of ink, so everything might look a bit of a strange colour here. I want to make the funnel neck version of this with long sleeves, or funnel neck with 3/4 sleeves and the little cuffs in a dress version. That's what I want to do with this, so it'll give it a kind of, well, a very 60s look. Obviously the funnel neck is very 60s, and this is the fabric that I have got for it. Ooh, it might be strobing a bit on your screen there, making my eyes go funny. It's a red and white, yeah, it may be off-white. No, I think it is white. Now, I don't know what you'd call it. Ponte? Maybe it's a Ponte de Roma. See, this is the back. It does have a slight stretch, which I know is perfect for the cocoa pattern. Just a little bit of stretch and good recovery. So it goes back nicely. It's got a decent weight to it. I think it'll just work really well with the cocoa pattern. I am scared about, a release of fabric conditioner scent. Oh, how lovely. Yeah, I'm concerned about how it will sew on the machine, because, like, you know, all these little loopy bits, to me that just looks like ripe for the catching on the old plate thing on your sewing machine. The feed dogs, I think they won't like it, but any tips and tricks, greatly received. So that's what I'm going to do with cocoa. Keep watching, you're doing really well here. Okay, next up is Megan Nielsen Flint. So I don't know if this is printed out correctly either. I think the colour's been really weird on all this, sorry. I definitely want to make the culotte versions with the gorgeous little tie fastening there, which cleverly means you don't have to put any zip or anything, which is like mega appealing. The shorts are pretty gorgeous as well. I'd only wear them with tights in the winter, just saying. Yeah, so I think this is the one that I'm going to make with a little tie there. They're lovely, and this is the fabric that I have chosen. Got loads of this. It's just a lovely, lightweight, sort of mid-blue denim. Find an edge so you can see how light it is. See, it's kind of this kind of thickness. It's not heavy at all. I think that'll be gorgeous for those trousers, and they'll just go with everything. That's my idea. They'll go with Higher Queen, they'll go with a stripy t-shirt, they'll go with a shirt, they'll go with anything. Yeah, so that's my idea for that fabric and for Megan Nielsen Right. Okay, 3 down, kids. We've only got 6 more to go. You're doing really well. The next pattern is Sew Over It Penny Dress. Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry. You're looking very blue there. The printer's a problem. Yeah, so this is the penny dress. Again, it was launched about a year ago, if not longer. It's probably 2 years ago now. I'm so behind times. It's just a really lovely, it's got kind of like grown on cap sleeves, a little collar. There are buttons here, slightly elasticated waist, I think, that you can then belt in. It's just a lovely summer dress. It's just a perfect shape for me, I think. And the fabric that I'm going to use for that, oh, I should say the 3 fabrics that I already showed you there were bought in a massive haul that I got from a local fabric shop in Dubai that was closing down last year, called Fabric and More. Not Fabric Land, that's I think in London actually, where most of the vloggers I watch buy their fabric. No, Fabric and More it's called. And they closed down, so they had like one hell of a sale that was amazing. That's probably why I bought 4 meters of everything. Yeah, so anyway, this one is for the penny dress, so I think that's going to just look lovely as a shirt dress. Very sort of 1950s-y shape with polka dots in stripe formation. Again, it's a cotton, slightly lighter weight than the banana print one. It's a little bit looser, not quite as floppy as a cotton lawn, but it's quite fine. Anyway, I got this fabric from Ukraine when I was visiting my friend Hol, who lives there. We went to a fabric shop there, went to a few actually, and spent hours umming and ahhing over things, but this is what I went for in the end, and I really love it. So I've had this fabric for, almost 2 years. Oh my God, what is wrong with me? Yeah, so I hope this year she's going to get made into a penny shirt dress and she's going to look great. See what I'm doing here? If I do this, you might make me commit to it. Next up, another oldie but goldie, the Christine Haynes Emery dress. I managed to nab one of these in printed form before she stopped making them in printed form, but I still haven't made it yet. I definitely want to include the collar. I'll probably do short sleeves, although maybe I'll do the 3/4. Don't know yet to decide that. Now, I haven't chosen a fabric for that one yet, but I was thinking that maybe I might use the lightweight denim that I was going to use for the Megan Nielsen Flint pants. Oh, that felt very wrong. I don't use the word pants. I just said it because it's on the pattern. I feel slightly unnerved by the fact that I said that. I say trousers or culottes, because they are culottes really. Anyway, I'll just try and get over that moment of strangeness. Yeah, I might use that fabric for Emery here, because I just think she'd make just a really perfect basic little denim dress. Should be worn whenever really. Could be day or night. Well, no, in denim I probably wouldn't wear it in the evening, but a nice little day dress, I think that would work real well. Let me know what you think. Okay, so next we've got another very blue looking Lisa. Sorry, Lisa. The Sew Over It Poppy Play suit, which I think that maybe I should start with this, guys, because it's a nice, simple, straightforward sew. It doesn't have many fastenings, it's just got a button, I think. And I love a jumpsuit, and you know what? I don't really have any at the moment. I went through a phase of just wearing them constantly, but I haven't really got one at the moment, so this could be the answer. Now I'm going to show you the fabric that I've got for this. Are you ready? She's a beauty. Look at this. Oh, really, honestly. It's got mermaids on it. Oh my God. I bloody love it. Mermaids and waves. Oh, it's just delightful. This is a rayon from Sew Over It in the sale, actually. It's really nice. It's drapey, but not too drapey, which appeals to me. So I don't think it'll be too difficult to work with, but I just think it will look mega cute as a poppy play suit. One thing I'll have to bear in mind is obviously these are horizontal stripes, which will be going along the legs. Maybe that won't look that good. Maybe I should make a flowy dress in it. Oh, I'm already changing my mind. You see, this is what happens. I'm already changing my mind. Let me know your thoughts, kiddles, anyway. Bye-bye, mermaids. Next up, this is the Nina Lee Bloomsbury blouse. Not a blouse, a blouse. This is one of 3 patterns that my husband bought me for Christmas, PDFs. He got me this one, he got me the Flint trousers, and he got me, oh heck, what was the other one? It was one of the ones I've shown you. Oh, Carolyn, it was the Carolyn pyjamas. So those 3 he got for me and he printed them off. So he hasn't printed the front cover, he's just printed this. I don't know why, but anyway, it still shows you how gorgeous this blouse is. I think this is the newest pattern that I've got that I'm going to make. I absolutely adore it. So the back has got the buttons and the front does not have buttons. I just love everything about this pattern. It is right up my street. And this is the fabric I've got for it. Are you ready? OMG. This better not go wrong. This is, I'm going to call it a vintage Liberty fabric that my gorgeous Auntie Eileen gave me. She found it languishing somewhere in her house and said, oh no, you're into dressmaking again, or you've got into sewing, you can have this. And I mean really, no words. It's gorgeous. And how gorgeous is that going to look in that Edwardian styling with the ruffle? Oh God, I'm almost getting emotional imagining it, genuinely. However, I'm terrified of cutting into it, so I might have to make a toile of the Bloomsbury before I go ahead and use this. I could make a toile in white cotton, which would look gorgeous, wouldn't it? Just get some ordinary white cotton, try it out, make my mistakes on that, and then go for it on this beauty. I'm picturing wearing it with my teal needle cord Cleo dungaree dress. Yes, thank you, I know. Okay, so that was a highlight, I think. This next one is, you can just laugh at me now. Just laugh, just go ahead and laugh at me. Yeah, Tilly and the Button Sadie. She's been hanging around here, oh, how long? When did you invent Zadie, Tilly? I'm so behind the times. It was about 2 years ago, I think. And I ordered the kit to make it, and I've had the kit with the fabric sitting around all that time. And in the meantime, everyone's sharing their pictures of their Zadies, sharing the makes that they've made, and I'm just thinking, Louise, get on with it. Anyway, I'm still very excited to make it because it's also right up my street. So I'm going to do the colour block version. So you can see here, this is the colour block version. Mine will have navy and white stripes in the middle there. The red will be on the sleeves and the navy will be the skirt. I'm super excited to make this. You wouldn't think it because I've had it languishing there for so long, but I am. And what my plan is that I'll probably make it in the autumn or towards the end of the summer. This is a year-long challenge, people. Give me a chance. If I make it towards the end of the summer, then I'll have it to wear in the winter time, and with any luck, we might be able to go home at Christmas, and I'll be wearing it in the winter because it is a winter weight fabric. It's probably a bit too warm to wear here, but I love it because I love winter clothes. So I'll get to that, and then finally, God, I hope I haven't bored you. Finally, this one is the Jackie O jacket from Simple Sew that I got with a sewing magazine probably, again, years ago, probably 3 years ago, something like that. This little gorgeous crop jacket with little 3/4 length sleeves. It's got a kind of collar that sits up here like this, but there's no collar. So it's a very, very simple basic jacket. And this is the gorgeous fabric that I want to use for it. It's like a coral. Oh God, look at that colour. I hope you can see it. Compared with my red lippy. It got dressed up for you with the red lippy today. Did you like that? Yeah, compared with that, it looks quite pink actually, but it's definitely a coral colour. And this is a cotton piqué. I say piqué, is it peak? I don't know, in a fit of peak? Can anyone tell me? There's no accent on it, so maybe it's not piqué, maybe it's just peak. Oh God, I'm confusing myself now. Help me, sewists, tell me how to pronounce this word. Anyway, look at that. Oh, fit. gorgeous. Let me find the edge for you. So this is the kind of weight of it. So it's got some sort of sturdiness to it, so it will have a really lovely structured finish on the jacket, which I think will look amazing. Again, I have got shed loads of this stuff. I think I got 4 meters again, so I'm gonna have loads left. Hey, I could make the emery. Oh my God, Louise, what were you thinking? This can be the jacket and the emery dress, can't it? Yeah, hell yes. Okay, I think I've made some decisions there. So as I said, I think what I'm going to start with is the poppy play suit in the jumpsuit length version with the long trousers. I said the mermaid fabric, I'm in 2 minds about that now. Tell me what you think. And then I'll move on, maybe I'll do the cocoa next. She's a little bit of a heavyweight fabric for here as well, but I think it might be a simple make as long as the sewing machine plays ball with it. Yeah. So I'm very excited to have committed to all of this anyway, because I've never done it before, and I think that part of my problem is just saying I'm going to do this and telling people, and that will make me actually do the things. Yeah, so hopefully that'll work. Have a look on my Instagram, you'll see where I've shared the full thing there. I put a grid, well, a photo with all all 9 of the patterns on there, and I did a second photograph with them on model so you can see what they look like. Maybe that's what I should have shown you on here. Sorry. Anyway, have a look. You know where to find me on Instagram. It's Lulabella with 3 O's, 1 B, 2 L's. I will put a link down below for that. I'll also put links to all the patterns that I'm going to use, and I'll share Samantha's Instagram as well, because you should definitely follow Samantha, Sew by the Seaside. She's fab. Yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this very long rambling post. I hope you did, and be sure to come back and check up on me to see if I actually make any of these things. I'm going to be real, I don't think I will make them all, but if I manage to make 3, I'll be pleased with myself. If I manage to make 5, I will be ecstatic. And if I do 9, then we'll be in an alternate universe. Okay, on that note, I'm going to say bye-bye, and thank you for watching. I love you all. Keep stitching. Mwah, mwah, mwah.